It is estimated that nearly 1.5 million people globally live in conflict and fragile countries. The G7 Plus is an intergovernmental organization of 20 countries that promotes peace and stability through concerted advocacy and facilitates sharing of experiences on peace building. Vice President Dr. Jalloh has a wealth of experience in conflict prevention and resolution research in the Sahel region, Kosovo, Bosnia, and Sierra Leone during his UN days. He believes that the dividend of good governance is critical to stability and supporting countries to be free from fragility.
One of the root causes of fragility is what social scientists have referred to as statelessness. Statelessness means when a state is losing its capability to effectively govern, to effectively deliver development, that state is losing its stateless. So it's becoming statelessness. Experience has shown that fragility is about the capability of state to address deep-seated governance and development challenges. That the level you are as a state to address deep-seated governance and development challenges is equal to the level of your state of fragility. There is a strong correlation between how you address development and governance issues and how fragile and stable your country is.
The Group 7 Plus senior officials meeting commenced concurrently with the 14th anniversary of the G7 Plus since its inception in 2010. The forum is for member states to update one another, solicit insights, and collectively chart a course for peace and sustainable development. Dr. Helder da Costa, General Secretary of G7 Plus, highlights the key priorities.
Allow me to briefly outline the objectives and expected outcomes of our deliberations. Our first objective is to evaluate the progress made by the G7 Plus in recent years and collectively discern the most effective strategies to position our group within the dynamic global landscape. Amid profound shifts in international policies and the enduring impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is imperative that we critically assess our achievements and chart a course forward that reflects our shared vision and aspirations. A central focus of our discussions will be to agree upon a strategic direction that will guide our actions and initiatives in the coming years. By enhancing the collective impact of the G7 Plus through greater consolidation, we aim to amplify our capacity to advocate for the interests of conflict-affected and fragile countries in the global stage.
With the conflicts, vulnerabilities, and threats that still exist in Europe, the Middle East, West Africa, the Sahel region, and Eastern Africa, the Vice President anticipates that the G7 Plus senior officials meeting will find innovative solutions to the challenges.
There is no better time for a new deal for engagement in fragile states than now, because experiences have shown that countries that have made huge progress to transition out of fragility, they are reversing. What is responsible for that reversal? How do we address that reversal? How do we build on moving forward? How do we share experiences of countries that have moved out of fragility and they are making progress? How do we create that space? I believe this meeting is very timely, it is very important, and I'm sure, on the words of the Secretary General, it is a forward-looking meeting. If there's any time that the G7 group is relevant, I think this is the time. If there's any time that the G7 group has to multiply its effort and to deepen its engagement, this is the time. Because when the group was formed, progress will have been made to move out of fragility. 14 years down the line, fragility is becoming an overwhelming challenge.
The group stands as a beacon of hope in a world often overshadowed by conflict and division. Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bali, says there is a need for solidarity, which today's world is dearly thirsting for.
This meeting should be a reminder of the rich tapestry of experiences and lessons that our Sierra Leone has to offer. From the ashes of conflict, Sierra Leone has risen as a shining example of resilience, reconciliation, and recovery. Our journey is a testimony of our collective aspirations of the G7+. The journey of this nation, together with other G7+ members, serves as a source of inspiration and hope for a peaceful world. Indeed, Sierra Leone is a country that epitomizes the spirit of the G7+ and the values we hold dear. It is my sincere hope that our time together over the next 2 days will be marked by fruitful discussions, meaningful exchanges, and concrete outcomes that will propel our collective mission forward.
Out of the 20 G7+ countries, 16 member states have representatives here to participate in the meeting. Salifu Charna Kamar, AYV News.